Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Cat. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose gold to my arm, blue. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words they broke, cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, give respect, mama out of debt. Got a new connect, we the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house, you mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy, fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow, bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you meet a set, bitch, I'm blessed, sipping XO. For the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You and them in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy, I'm illy.
Yay. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. Get y'all's asses up, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Welcome to Coffee Talk, Rise Up Family Mashup. You see this guy here with the finely groomed beard. I'm your host, Marcus the Alphabets. Looking real sharp, real dapper, man. That beard game, man. That beard game. I'm your host, Marcus the Alphabets, and I got my guy, Torch. He's up in the house, man. I told y'all we would start doing this. You know, we do work together. We do World Class Wednesdays together. We be doing a lot of collabos, man. Get y'all's asses up. If you like football, like and share the show. Tag people. Get up in here. We got to discuss this Thursday night football game. Torch, what's good, baby? Your microphone is off, family. Turn your mic on. They can't hear you. Okay.
What up? Y'all already know what it is, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, of course. Obviously, another phenomenal day to talk sports. And of course, the fire starter is in the building. Of course he is. Of course he's in the building. Of course. Gotta be here to talk this lovely sports talk that's coming up for y'all today. Let's go.
Let's go, man. Look, we're at the nitty gritty. We're going into week 14. Look, man, it's go time. It's go time where the pretenders are separated from the contenders, okay? You have some teams have very little margin for error. This is the time now where you have to perform. A lot of people are suffering through injuries. A lot of people are, they're on the line. They're a must-win situation. I don't like using it, the term must-win. A lot of times I think it's theatrics and very dramatic. But we're at that point of the season now where win and get in. If you go on a losing streak or lose a bad game, your ass is going home. You can start getting ready for the draft. So we'll get to that. Make sure y'all tune in tonight for Rise Up Unlimited radio show. Torch, he'll break that down with the Chocolate Girl. And then tomorrow, me and Mona will be breaking down the rest of the games. This morning, we're focused. We are focused on the Thursday night game. All right. We're focused on the Thursday night game. We got, two contenders. Torch, you know a lot about those Detroit Lions. Cowboys, they've been resurrected. Started off the season 2-5-1. We 40-point tie with the Packers. But look, this is a marathon. I tell you all the time, there is no award, there's no trophy, there's nothing like that for being 3-0 or 4-0 or 10-0. You've won nothing yet. So, and then the ebbs and flow of the season, losing streaks, players getting hurt, coaches getting fired, trade deadline, and things like that. So that's where we're at. Let me read some of these comments. How about them Patriots? Patriots are doing real good. I'm at work, bro. I can't participate. That's all good. Look, I understand some of y'all are at work. You're taking your kids to school and all that stuff. If you're not able to, do this live with us, go back and watch the show. I always leave the notifications on. If you put a comment in there, I try to respond to all the comments. Drake May, best quarterback right now. He's in the conversation. I don't know if he's the best, but he's definitely in the MVP conversation. I don't know best quarterback, but he's pretty damn good. So let's get this party started, Torch. What we got, man? What we got here? Little bit of news and notes. Yesterday we had a little bit of movement. Just before we get to this, yesterday the Steelers made a couple of moves. They picked up. The Steelers picked up. Who was it? They picked up Adam Thielen. Torch, we didn't really get a chance to talk too much about it last night on World Class Wednesdays. Your thoughts on the Steelers picking up Adam Thielen? What's your thoughts on that? And the Buffalo Bills picking up the Bills. Didn't they pick up? They picked up Darius Slay, right?
Yes, Darius Slay.
Your thoughts on that,
folks? When you pick up vetted veterans, okay, the word is vetted veteran. Okay, when you pick up these type of players, you do not pick up these players just for their own impact, okay? It's not a singular situation. You pick up these players to be impactful in multiple facets. That means locker room, veteran leadership, moving other players along, mentoring other players, and then having your own individual impact, okay? I want to have this conversation again about vetted veterans. So when the Pittsburgh Steelers picked up Adam Thielen, it is for all of those reasons. One, Calvin Austin needs mentorship as well and can give it to you.
Roman Wilson.
Mentorship, leadership, how to be a concise football player. Okay. That's why you pick up somebody like Adam Thielen. A lot of people are like, well, he might be washed up. Adam Thielen is not washed up. Let's be clear. We've said that about a bunch of players and then come to find out that they're not washed up when they get to a different system and play with a different circumstance and in a different environment. Okay. So I like the move. I think Pittsburgh pulled the trigger too late on the move. You don't pull the trigger when you're 6-6. You should have pulled the trigger when you were 5-1 or 4.
Well, I mean, the thing is, at the time, as far as with Thielen or another receiver.
No, I'm talking about in general as far as pulling a second receiver. They've been needed a second receiver. DK Metcalf's production this year in the beginning was meaningful. It has not been meaningful since week 5. If we're being very honest, DK Metcalf has not been the guy that you paid this money for in the second half. And as you know what, Marcus, you do this every time. Stop all that. You do this every time because now I got to do a Marcus impression. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. Okay? That's true. It's how you finish. That matters. So bringing Adam Thielen along will hopefully help DK Metcalf as well in his production issues that he's had for the last 5-6 weeks. May also help open up the running game some more too, because they need to be able to pound the football. This is what Pittsburgh does. Pittsburgh's been known for ground and pound. Okay. Aaron Rodgers is 41. We do not expect 41 passing attempts.
This had a birthday. This had a birthday this week. Just turned 42. Turned 42.
All right. Yeah, he just had a birthday.
Yeah, just had a birthday. So
one time for the birthday. Never mind. But yeah, let's be clear. It was a good move.
It's my time. Look, we're really focused on. I really want to focus on the game tonight. Mike Tomlin done. What do you think is the best situation? What do you think would be the best? I've talked with Mona about this. We've gone back and forth with this, and everybody's got their opinion on this. Mike Tomlin's tenure with the Pittsburgh Steelers, never had a losing season. What is the best path going forward? Aaron Rodgers, 42 years old. Mason Rudolph, I've never been impressed with Mason Rudolph. I do like the kid, Will Howard. I think maybe down the road, maybe he could be their franchise quarterback. We'll see. But Mike Tomlin, all of the talk shows, all of the sports talk radio and all of that good stuff, we saw at the game against Buffalo last week. They were booing him. They were like, fire Tomlin, fire Tomlin. Your thoughts on that? Being close to that situation, and especially watching that game last week, Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Your thoughts on that? Where are we with Mike Tomlin? I know he's very respected around the league. Again, nothing but a winner, a leader of men. Has he ran his course there? What are your thoughts on that?
So first and foremost, since Ben Roethlisberger, who has Mike Tomlin had the privilege to work around and work with? If your head goes like this, like a bobblehead, and you're trying to figure it out and you're thinking about it, that says a lot to the conversation, okay? Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season with the Pittsburgh Steelers, regardless of who his quarterback has been. No, regardless of what injuries, whatever these may be.
Mason Rudolph.
He also has not won a playoff game in several seasons.
8.
I think the question is being asked wrong. I think people saying, is Mike Tomlin done after 20 seasons is not a question you really ask somebody who's given up that much time in the organization. The real question should be, is Mike Tomlin tired of the same buffoonish that goes on in Pittsburgh? And my answer is yes. Simply put, you're booing a guy who, with most coaches, you guys would have had a losing season and been dog shit. You're booing a guy who has shown nothing but consistency. And I get it. It's hard to win Super Bowls. It's hard to win playoff games. To be honest with you, no excuse. Does he need to elevate the standard when it comes to Pittsburgh? Sure. But to boo the guy, to say he needs to be fired, is to me is outright outlandish and egregious. And I'm just wondering who you think you're gonna get better than Mike Tomlin coming up, unless he's a seasoned, vetted coach. Secondly, if I'm Mike Tomlin and you don't fire me, I want to leave anyway. I want to leave anyway because I want new scenery. I want new scenery, peace, and serenity. And that's not just in football talk. That's in all aspects. Men want those things now. Okay, peace, serenity, positive environments. Okay, so for that reason, I would leave. Now, there's been conversations about supposedly him going to Penn State, and I keep telling folks, Penn State is not the sexy acquisition that everybody thinks. It's just not. It's not. Okay? It's not. It's not a sexy acquisition. If I'm Mike Tomlin, I don't want Penn State either. Okay? I don't want that job. Legitimately. Okay? Mike Tomlin is still a NFL head coach. Regardless, get out your feelings about it. Probably could lead another team to some success.
If he were to leave Pittsburgh, what do you think would be the best destination for him? I talked with Mona about this, and hypotheticals. Look, I know people hypothetical, hypothetical scenarios. What besides Pittsburgh, if they were to part ways? And look, my main issue is people saying he just could never be fired, and with that, I just disagree. I disagree with that. We've seen Hall of Fame coaches. We've seen
fired.
We've seen Super Bowl champion coaches get fired. Bill Belichick got fired. They didn't ask him that he got fired. They told him, "You're fired." Robert Kraft told him, "You were fired." We saw Pete Carroll, who has a Super Bowl win, get fired. We saw Andy Reid with a lot of success in Philadelphia get fired. We didn't view Andy Reid like the way we view him now when he was with Philadelphia. So I just think that when you just are like, oh, he can never be fired because of this, because it's a success he had. I just think eventually you get to a point where sometimes people just need a change of scenery. And I also think that fans a lot of times, especially if you're a fan of a team with a legendary history, you get spoiled. And you think that this is the way it's always supposed to be. We're always supposed to be here. And just like the Patriots found out, when Belichick left, for a few years, they were sitting over there with Mac Jones and Jarrett Mayo and stuff like that. And they're just like, you see now with 20 years of success with Belichick and Brady, and then you have those lean years, and you're like, wow, this ain't fun. It ain't no fun when you've gone from being up here and then you're having like really bad seasons and you're trying to rebuild, which, by the way, for me, makes it more impressive what the Patriots have done, having that 20 years of success and then that little drought there for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. And then right now they're the number one seed in the, with Mike Vrabel doing his thing. So I would caution everybody out there with your franchise. Things could always be worse. Don't forget those lean years. Don't forget. And we've talked about this, Torch, as far as with the Buffalo Bills. I think that you can become so. We don't ever want to go back with 18 years of never winning. So you're satisfied with getting beat by the Chiefs every year because we made the playoffs. At least we made the playoffs. At least we're not sitting here 18 years of not going to the playoffs. What your thoughts on that?
I mean, she said Tomlin will go when he's damn good and ready, not because he was fired or traded. My thoughts is you asked about destinations, Atlanta. You asked about a destination, the Jets. You asked about a destination, Miami. All of those teams. I mean, all of those teams could use a head coach right now, to be honest. The Giants could use a head coach too. I mean, there's a couple of other teams, but I won't name them yet because I don't think that their coach is that much on a hot seat yet that you're gonna say, okay, you would slide Mike Tomlin in. But I will say that I think it is better. I think it is better that Tomlin find a different destination. Just for the simple fact is, if I'm him, I don't want the headache. I'm tired of that. Tired of the nonsense. I mean, he's been very receptive of the crowd booing him. He's actually embraced it, which is respectable. Accountability. Hello, the long word that a lot of people don't like. Accountability. He's taken accountability for that.
Yeah. No doubt.
But
let me read some of these comments. DeAndre, congratulations, by the way, man. I saw your pictures and stuff. Yeah, it's time for Tomlin to go. Atlanta Falcons, and Andre, head coach. I guess he's talking about Tomlin. DeAndre, championships is the standard. He never had a losing season. However, he hasn't won a playoff game since the Burfict hit on Brown in that playoff game against Philly. That was 8 years ago. That doesn't seem that long ago, but that's how long.
Tomlin signed until 2027.
He did do an extension. I think like 2 years ago, he did an extension. So we'll see.
Rooney is pretty loyal.
Yeah. And sometimes maybe too loyal. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's just a little side note. Not too much other news. So this show is about the Cowboys and Lions tonight. So let's jump over to that. Look, you have two really good quarterbacks, and I think sometimes in the mix we kind of forget how good these two guys are. You see the standard the standard quarterbacks there that gets all the attention, the Josh Allens, the Lamars, the Patrick Mahomes is. But these two guys right here, if you look at it, and sometimes they just get lost in the shuffle. They're having very good years. And look, I like putting pictures out there that people can see. I can say everything I want, but sometimes you just got to see. But you see, I mean, they're having very similar seasons this year. You have losses. You're going to have there's only been one undefeated team, the 72 Dolphins. But how well do these two compare to each other, Torch? And I mean, look, if you had your druthers and somebody said you had to take either or, who you taking, and your thoughts on this comparison right here. What are your thoughts on this comparison, this side by side comparison?
Oh, no, Marcus. This is your week, my guy. This is your week. I'm not a Detroit Lions fan. You're the Cowboys guy. Oh, and I definitely want to play See and Say. I want to play See and Say. You ready for this? See and Say, y'all? Listen, Marcus over here with the no one has swagger like these two guys type of talk right now. Marcus the alphabets. The general public wants to know, including myself, if you had to take one of these two quarterbacks, Marcus the alphabets, which one is it? We want to hear it. Go ahead. This is no disrespect to Jared Goff. Jared Goff has played in a Super Bowl. He's played. Look, we have to learn to give people. We got to learn to give people their props. Jared Goff is a good quarterback, and I think his reputation was tarnished somewhat with the whole ordeal that they had there with the Rams, and then the trade with Matthew Stafford. Jared Goff, let's not forget, first off, these guys were in the same draft class, the 2016 draft class. Jared Goff went number 1 overall, okay?
but he's had some difficulties. But he has been to a Super Bowl. The Super Bowl that Matthew Stafford won. Maybe if y'all would have gave Goff that same support, maybe he'd have a Super Bowl. But Jared Goff is a hell of a quarterback. I personally would rather have Dak. I think Dak, although he doesn't run like he used to, I think he has a little bit more mobility. But look, they both have lots of weapons. Goff has Gibbs and Montgomery and Laporta and Sun God and Jameson Williams. Dak has Javonte Williams and Pickens and Lamb and Turpin. So, both of them have pretty good offensive lines. But I think I would give the slight edge to Dak Prescott, and that's not homerism. It's just slight edge. I'm not saying he's leaps and bounds better than Jared Goff, but if I had my choice, I like my quarterback. I like my quarterback, and I'm really interested to see what happens tonight. So
I can see alphabets with his Terrell Owens quotes. I love my quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
You got me dying laughing this morning.
What? It's not fair. That's my quarterback. If you put this all on him, it's not fair.
Marcus,
so, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying,
Marcus,
look,
you gonna pick Dak? Really? We're picking Dak? Okay. Lord have mercy. Listen. These dudes do have some swagger. They also get missing when it gets the roughest. They both do get missing.
they're always going to be.
Understand why you say Dak Prescott, but
they're always going to be. They're always going to be.
The answer is Jared Goff.
They're always going to be joined at the hip. They're always going to be joined at the hip because you're always going to be compared to people from your own draft class. You're always going to be. Josh Allen will always be compared to Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson. They were in the 2018 draft. That's just what it is. Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf. They were always compared to each other. Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota, they went 1 and 2. This quarterback class a couple of years ago, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, they were all in the same draft class. From now until the end of time, they will always be compared to each other. Jared Goff was the number 1 overall pick. Dak Prescott was a 4th round pick. And guess who else was in the and
Marcus,
guess who else? Yeah.
Marcus, let's be real. Let's be real about that, though.
Okay.
Should have Dak Prescott been a 4th round pick?
No, he shouldn't.
Right. Okay, as long as we're putting that out there.
And let's not forget, and we see how his story's gone. You know who the number 2 pick was in that draft, right? Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz. So you're always going to be compared. And for years and years and years, especially when Carson Wentz was with the Eagles, all I heard was Carson Wentz is better than Dak Prescott. I was just like, no, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Carson Wentz is he went to the Super Bowl. He said, no, Nick Foles won that Super Bowl. So they're always going to be compared to each other. They're both really good quarterbacks. Like you said, Torch, though, I agree with you on this. Going forward, they're both like 30, 32 years old. You're at the stage in your career now that you really have to start making, some progress. We know what you can do in the regular season. This is their stats for this season. They've always been pretty good in the regular season. But now going forward, you are judged by what you do in the postseason. So it can start tonight.
Both on pace for 4,500 yards.
Yes.
Minimum.
Yes. And this game is very critical. The Lions, they're in a dogfight in the NFC North with your Packers, with the Bears. The Cowboys, they're in a dogfight. They're 2 games behind Philly, and Philly's faltering. They basically got to win the rest of the season. They will make the playoffs. But that's what they got. That's what they got to do. So this is a very important game. Very important game. So, I think everybody will be tuned in. It's the only game on tonight. So, the whole nation will be watching, and we'll see what happens. Okay.
Let me address something real quick in the comment section. Dak just chokes like he did at Mississippi State.
Name me another.
I'm going to hold on. I'm going to preface it and ask this question. When was the last time Mississippi State was number one in the country?
Also, name me. It always drives me crazy. And you like to do imitations, but I'm gonna do the real thing. Yeah. Name me another player from that Mississippi State team that went to the NFL that we heard of. I don't know who said that. I can't see the comment. Tell me another player from that Mississippi State team.
Chuck Thomas did.
Huh?
Chuck Thomas said it.
Name me another player from that Mississippi State team in the SEC, the hardest conference in America, that was on that team with Dak Prescott that's in the NFL right now. This is like the Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel thing. Well, look, Dylan Gabriel, he was way better. He was way better than Shedeur. Okay, well, name me the other players that he played with. Same difference with Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson in the ACC. Deshaun used to kick the hell out of Lamar Jackson. Name me another player from that Louisville team that Lamar played on as compared to the players that Deshaun Watson played with. By the way, where is Deshaun Watson at? Where's Deshaun Watson at? As compared to Lamar Jackson, because they were always compared to each other in the ACC. So saying a guy just chokes, who did he have around him? Who did he have around him? College season. You know who else was really good in college? Tim Tebow. How did that work out for him in the NFL? Just saying, Tim Tebow was always a winner. He was always a winner because he played at Florida with Chris Rainey and Percy Harvin and the Pouncey twins. Stop it. Y'all got to stop with this. They choked in college and this and that. Josh Allen played at Wyoming. He's better than a lot of the quarterbacks in the league right now that played at bigger programs. Who else did Josh Allen play with at Wyoming? Stop that shit, man. It's really you got to look at the game in its entirety. This guy, we view him as a certain way because he won a lot of games. Who did he play with? Who did he have around him? Football is the ultimate team game. Stop with that crap.
That's the imitation. That's what I imitate. The other thing, see, Marcus, that's what I imitate is the who you play with matters thing. Not the truth, who's in the NFL now or who's in the WNBA now. That's my thing, sir. Yeah, I just want to correct that and rearrange that.
He choked at Mississippi State. He was at Mississippi State playing against Alabama. Against LSU.
Marcus, you know what's so funny? That's the same season Ole Miss was number one as well in the same season. Ole Miss and Mississippi State both were number one seeds during that season. So where's the quarterback for Mississippi? Where is the quarterback from that Mississippi team at?
Yeah, exactly. Who was the quarterback at Alabama and LSU and Georgia then too? Because that's who he was playing against. Wasn't like Johnny Manziel and Texas A&M.
Thomas, I watch college football. I watch college football religiously. Again, please tell me who the quarterback for Ole Miss was when they went number one that year. 2014, yes. Tell me who the quarterback was. Go ahead. Is he in the NFL right now? Is he starting for an NFL team right now? Is he even playing? Is he on the bench? Is he pouring Gatorade? What is he doing exactly? Because I can guarantee you Dak Prescott shouldn't have been a fourth-round pick. We know why Dak Prescott was a fourth-round pick, and it had nothing to do with his ability on the field. We know this. Marcus, move on.
Why did Tom Brady go in the sixth round? Why did Tom Brady go in the sixth round? You see what I'm saying? They don't see stuff like that. Tom Brady was a sixth-round pick, the 199th pick in the draft. He played at Michigan. But again, y'all don't want to see stuff like that. Y'all got to stop with that stuff. Y'all really got to stop. He didn't do this in college. It's like, come on, bro. Tim Tebow won a bunch of games. a bunch of games in college because he had an all-work. You know who else won a bunch of games in college too? You know who else won a bunch of games in college? Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey. So the
Marcus,
people
look at the name. Look at the name.
Bo Wallace.
That was Mississippi's quarterback.
Yeah, it's like, stop it, man. Oh,
Are we kidding? Or are we kidding right now? Seriously? He ain't even pouring Gatorade. Now, he probably at UPS somewhere shipping out carts.
He choked in college. He's playing in the hardest division in college football, SEC, against Alabama, against Texas A&M, against Georgia, against Auburn, and you're sitting over here saying he's choking. Name another player on that Mississippi State team that went to the NFL. Stop it. Let's move on to the next thing, man. I swear, people just have these like very limited views of, this guy, he's just, Dak Prescott back then was pretty awesome. He was a really good dual threat quarterback. Let's go to the next slide. I swear,
it's okay,
man.
Marcus. It's okay.
It's
Don't pull out the peach crown early, okay?
He's a choker.
Don't pull out the peach crown early, okay? We don't want you to do that.
I'm going to stick with my coffee this morning. So, look, I keep trying to tell y'all, you have certain franchises, no matter how good or bad they are at the present time. The Dallas Cowboys are box office. They are must-see TV. All y'all that tune into the Cowboys-Chiefs game, you watch the most watched regular season game in the 105-year history of the NFL. Okay? They got up to 62 million views. So look, whether you tune in to watch the Cowboys win and cheer for them, or you tune in to watch them get their ass kicked, you tune in. It's like what Floyd Mayweather used to say. Look, I don't care whether you're watching me to watch me win and cheering for me, or watching me lose. Get that pay-per-view, because I'm going to get the money regardless. So just another record. They're a worldwide brand, the most valuable sports franchise in the world, not just the United States sports, not football, basketball, baseball, in the world. That's over Premier League soccer and all of that good stuff. So look, that's just what it is, whether you like it or not. But also on Thanksgiving, your Packers, I think the most watched early Thanksgiving game. The Chiefs, Cowboys, the most watched ever regular season game, and then the Bengals and Ravens, the most watched night game. So that's just what it is. People's appetite for football. We got Friday night, Black Friday games now too. So that's just what it is. So we talked about the offensive firepower that we're going to see tonight and where these guys rank. Dak Prescott's the number 2 passer right now, y'all. Dak Prescott's number 2, right behind Drake May. You see the Mahomes up on there, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones. So we're going to see some offensive fireworks tonight. Dak Prescott at number 2 in passing. And then all of these guys, the skill position guys too, Torch, they're in the top 5 too. Go to the next one. We got what is it? We have the Gibbs. Gibbs is up there. Of course, George Pickens. Go to the next one. The next one. Gibbs is number 4. Look, I want to know your thoughts, Torch. You see this guy twice a year. Your thoughts on Jahmyr Gibbs. Your thoughts on Jahmyr Gibbs. And if somebody came to you and told you to explain Jahmyr Gibbs' game, how would you describe this guy?
Electric. Somebody who they call Sonic, who will knock the Sonic rings out of you. Fast, durable, all-purpose, phenomenal. Jahmyr Gibbs is Whoo, wow. I'm gonna call my shot. I'm gonna call my shot right
Okay,
here. Ready?
Go ahead. Call your shot.
Jahmyr Gibbs is the second best Alabama running back to come out of Alabama since the Nick Saban era. That includes Derrick Henry being number 1. Jahmyr Gibbs is number 2. If you tell me somebody else, we may have to have a debate who's better than Jahmyr Gibbs coming out of Alabama. You bet not say Cheeseburger Eddie. You better not say Trent Richardson. You bet not. I'm telling you this for a fact. Do not mention either one of their names when it pertains to Alabama running backs, or I'm going to laugh at you like Kerry would.
Okay, so you say he okay. Okay, you say he's top 2. Okay.
I think he's top 2.
Okay, so you said Derrick Henry,
then Jahmyr Gibbs, absolutely.
And then who would you put at 3? So during the Saban era, all the backs that were there, and you look at all the. I mean, look, you're talking.
I'm trying to think of one that I would even.
I got number 3 for me is pretty easy. Number 3 for me is pretty. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Jacobs.
Oh yeah, Josh Jacobs. Yes,
Josh Jacobs.
Yes. By the way, that is no offense to Josh Jacobs, who led the league rushing, but I still would take Jahmyr Gibbs over him.
Yeah. Well, part of it too, Gibbs doesn't get the entire workload. He's splitting his workload with Montgomery.
That's okay. Guess what?
That's
Jahmyr
what I'm saying,
Gibbs does, though. Guess what Jahmyr Gibbs does get, though? A hell of a lot of touches.
Yeah,
a hell of a lot of touches.
Yeah. But not like the way Josh Jacobs was with the Raiders and with the Packers.
You can mention Mark Ingram if you want to. If you want to go back to Drew Brees and Mark Ingram, fine and dandy. Yeah. You can mention him. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm okay with mentioning Mark Ingram, but I don't think he's better than Jahmyr Gibbs either. Sorry, I'm just going to put Najee Harris is not better than Jahmyr Gibbs.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree.
Najee Harris is not better than Jahmyr Gibbs.
Did somebody say that? Did somebody say that?
No,
Did somebody?
No.
Oh, I was about to say. No.
No.
So for my top 5 with Alabama backs in the Nick Saban era, you ready? I'm gonna go Derrick Henry, Gibbs, Jacobs, Ingram, and Ingram. Yeah, that's it. That would be my list right there. Derrick Henry, Gibbs, Jacobs, Ingram. That would be my top 4 right there. So all of these guys here. Then you see George Pickens, number 2, the number 2 receiver right now as far as yards and stuff like that. He is. We have seen a resurrection of him. We always saw the talent with him, Torch. We always knew he was ultra talented. And I think this is another indictment. We just talked about Mike Tomlin a little bit. You couldn't rein in George Pickens. Does that mean that a guy like Brian Schottenheimer is better than you? Because he gets along just well with him. You're supposed to be this ultimate leader, and you can't rein in George Pickens. And I understand he's had some real goofballs over there in Pittsburgh, but George Pickens, you're seeing now the entire repertoire. He's big, he's 6'3", 6'4", he's big, he's fast.
Well, I think Dallas's system is more inviting to him anyway.
Yeah,
I think Pittsburgh's offensive system has been very vanilla for the last couple of seasons, if you ask me, to be honest. And I think that's the bigger reason why George Pickens is having more fun in Dallas, is because quarterback play obviously has been better. Would I say Dak Prescott is better than Aaron Rodgers at this point in time? Yes. Would I say he's better than Aaron Rodgers all around? Hell no. But he's got a better quarterback now. He's got a better system. It's more fluid system. And let's be clear. Mock is the alphabet. You ain't gonna like what I'm about to say next,
Okay.
but I'm gonna say it. Divisions matter. When you got to play Baltimore and Cincinnati, and then that Cleveland defense 2 times a year, 6 games a season, compared to playing who you're playing now, I would be happier too to play over there in that division. And I get Philadelphia is good, and they're good. They've won a Super Bowl, been to 2. The Commanders was up and coming last year. We see what
They
happened
won
this
two.
year.
They won two. They won two.
Yeah, they won 2. They won 2, but I'm talking about in the last couple. I'm not talking about Nick Foles before. I'm talking about very recent. We again, historian. I ain't doing the historical stuff. I'm doing the right in the present. Last couple of years. Again, the Giants. The Giants have been one playoff win team since I don't know last couple of years. I mean, let's be clear. I would be happier playing in that division too than I'm playing in right
You
now.
also have to look at his quarterback situation too. You know,
That quarterback situation, as I stated.
Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges, and all of these guys. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. Even though I thought Justin Fields was doing a pretty good job last year, and then you see also here, and George Pickens is about to make a whole bunch of money. He's making himself a whole lot of money, whether through the franchise tag. I don't know how well he would deal with a franchise tag if Dallas were. I don't think Dallas lets him just walk out the door. I don't think they just let him walk out the door. And then looking on that list there too, still, Torch, is you see Amon-Ra St. Brown in the top 5. He's not playing in this game. So that limits them in this game, which is also making me determine making my decision in our picks for this game a little bit easier for me. Okay.
Question you want to ask me so badly. I know you want to ask me. Go ahead. Since we talking about injuries, you might as well bring up the fact that he ain't playing either. Arnold not playing either.
Terrion Arnold's not playing. Sam Laporta's out for the year. Terrion Arnold, he's probably their best corner there. I fully expect either or both CeeDee Lamb to have field days tonight. I totally expect that. I just don't think.
Wait, you want to ask me? You want to ask me? Because I know it's coming.
Okay.
I know it's coming, y'all. Y'all know what Mark is going to do. Well, Andre, who do you think is going to win the game and why? I know what's coming. See, I see how I know.
You ready? So, Andre, who are you picking to win this game tonight?
Well, first and foremost, I got to give the Dallas Cowboys a round of applause because they did beat the Eagles and Chiefs in a 5-day span. With that being said, give me the Lions. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all ready?
Okay.
Because I expect the Cowboys to cowboy like they do. You know, you don't need Stephen A. Forget watching First Take. Stephen A. You don't need him. Marcus, no. If the Cowboys lose tonight, boy, I'm going to be on his. Who's calling my phone? Nokia, real quick tonight. Because those wins don't matter if you don't beat Detroit. You better beat Detroit tonight. That's one of my prediction, Detroit. But you better beat Detroit. Give
me your score. I'm taking the receipt right now. What you got?
And I'm going to tell you why I think Detroit's going to win. I think Detroit, first of all, we know Jared Goff before Detroit. Jared Goff is very good at the run the football, mid to intermediate pass game. He's going to need to do that excessively today. He's going to need to move the chains excessively to keep Dallas off the field. Well, guess what? What better way to do that when you got Sonic and Knuckles behind you? You still got Jameson Williams, who can blow the roof off of a defense, who is a deep threat, and you can still have space to pass intermediate and mid. Tesla, he gonna need to step up tonight. Mr. Tesla, you're gonna have to drive like a Tesla tonight and make your money's worth. Okay. I expect this game to be closer than people think. People think that this is just going to be a runaway because Laporta, and
Sun guy.
Hamlin, the sun guy, is not involved, but that does not mean that Detroit does not know at home that this is a must-win, do-or-die situation, to be honest with you, because your schedule is not very favorable after today. So I expect Detroit 30-27, high scoring. They will move the chains enough. Jared Goff will have to get the job done at home. If they do not, the Detroit Lions will have went from the best team in football last year with the 14 and what was a 15 and 2, 15 and 2,
15 and 2.
to not making the playoffs. That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. I don't care how you look at it. It already was embarrassing that you got beat by the Commanders in the divisional. This would be even more embarrassing for Dan Campbell, who we are looking to elevate as a coach on his own now that he does not have the division leading, the NFC conference leading Chicago Bears.
Get it right. Get it right. Get it right.
Coach Ben Johnson. Okay. So this is a come to Jesus moment for him today. You must perform tonight.
Okay.
And I gotta take Detroit.
Let me see. Cheeseburger, Eddie. Haha. Tomlin is getting fired and going to be a DC somewhere. He's not going to be a DC. He'll be a head coach somewhere, whether in the pros or college. Mona's going 31-24. Mona's going 31-24 Dallas, and I'm going to go 27-21 Dallas. 27-21 Dallas. I don't look. No Laporta, no Sun God. I'm doubling Jameson Williams the entire game. And look, Dallas's run defense has jumped up with the addition of Quinnen Williams. I think they're very aware of it. I think they're going to try to pound the rock. I don't think now if Detroit can get to the perimeter, Gibbs scares me, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. You talk about explosive. You use that word. You kept saying it. Both of them, they're probably two of the fastest at their position. Jameson Williams can run. Gibbs can run. If Gibbs gets behind you, he's gone. But I think without the Sun God, you can pay a little bit more attention to him. You know, you could double him a little bit more. I'm not scared of Tesla. I'm not scared of him. The tight end, no Laporta, and I don't think that Detroit's defense can deal with Pickens and CD. You have no Terrion Arnold. He's your best corner. One of or both CD and Pickens goes off tonight for over 100 yards, and maybe both of them. Okay, 27-21 Dallas. I'm going to keep my phone on. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. Because when Dre calls my number, it gets a click every time.
Really? Don't lie to the general public, Mike. It don't get no damn click. He lied to y'all. Listen, I tell you what. Here's an interesting stat that was just brought up. Chuck Thomas brought this up too, and I meant to bring it up. Dan Campbell is undefeated after losing a game. He's 11-0 after losing a game. Okay. You sure you want to go against the odds of 11-0 tonight?
Dan Campbell's a meathead, bro. That dude. It'll be fourth and 20 on his 20. Let's go for it. Dan Campbell will do something in this game. That's a goofy thing. Plus, I think Dallas wants their lick back for last year, 42-9. I think they want their lick back. Schottenheimer was on Schottenheimer was on the Cowboys last year when they're throwing touchdown passes to Dan Skipper. Yeah, I need my lick back. Okay, I need.
Excuse me. Hold on, real quick, Marcus. Before you end this show, you ain't slick. Go ahead and tell the general public what you told us yesterday. I want you to make that announcement one more time, just so everybody hear you again on wax about the Cowboys. What the Cowboys gonna do for the rest of the season?
The Cowboys will win the rest of their games. The Cowboys will win the rest of their games. After tonight's game, they didn't got through the hard part. They didn't got through. You beat the Chiefs and you beat Philly. You beat the Chiefs and you beat Philly. You beat the Lions tonight. Next week you get to play against Jake Brosmer and the Fighting Vikings, and then you got another with Justin Jefferson with 2 catches for 4 yards because his quarterback can't get on the ball. I'm not scared of the Vikings, and then you got division games.
He took them back to college. He said the Fighting Vikings.
I'm not scared. The Dallas Cowboys will win the rest of their games. So there you had it. Yeah, I said it. It's on wax.
He took them back to college.
Jake Brosmer and the Fighting Vikings. I'm not scared of them. Yeah. I'm not scared of them. All right. Make sure y'all tune in tonight and watch my guy show some love and support with him and the Chocolate Girl tonight. Rise Up Unlimited Radio Show. What time are y'all doing that? 10 Eastern?
10. You already know.
10 Eastern. Make sure y'all show them. So I'll be in the comment. I won't be on the show, but I'll be in the comment section. Make sure y'all show them some love there.
See, Marcus think he's slick. He already knows. Lose. Turn the show. It's Rise Up Unlimited Radio Show. Radio show. We're gonna call him right up.
Yeah. I'll be there. My line will be open.
Hey Marcus, what's up now? What's up now? You were sounding like Ice Cube, no Vaseline about your Cowboys.
Make sure y'all show them some love tonight. And then tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Alphabets Football Show, YouTube, Facebook. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow with my lovely co-host from Rona Die Hard. We'll break down the rest of the games, okay? Get your Alphabets Football Show merch. Your Alphabets Football Show merch, 27 or Rise Up Family. I can do Rise Up Family stuff. 27 short sleeve t-shirts, 37 long sleeve t-shirts, 52 hoodies. Make your arrangements. We're 4 months out. We've been talking about this for over a year. Alphabets Football Show, Rise Up Family, meet and greet, April the 23rd through the 25th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, NFL draft.
Everybody have merch on. The merch on when we go down.
Take a nice picture. We'll go to dinner, have some alcoholic drinks, okay? I'll be there. Mona will be there. Torch will be there. Devon Stanfield will be there. Mookie Hawkins, I need to talk to him. You'll probably get with him. I'm going to try to have Mookie Hawkins there too. He'll probably be there covering the draft. So make sure you got somewhere to stay because all of the hotels and Airbnbs they're going to be gone, okay? Appreciate everybody who comes out. Shows love and support. We appreciate you, man. I love doing this. I love working with this guy. We always have a good time and have a good laugh. Make sure y'all tune in tonight and watch him and us and me and Mona tomorrow, okay? Y'all have a great day. See ya.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto.
Are you ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother.
Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah.